Hello, this is the Tradesight Stock Market Preview for May 2nd. That's a Friday, 2014. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal 11. Here's a look at the S&P daily chart. Doji candle today opened up fairly flat, tried to go a little higher, tried to go a little lower. Basically didn't even trade two-thirds of average daily range. Was a little bit disappointing considering the fact that we had the end of month on Wednesday with the Fed announcement on Wednesday. Thought we could come into the new month on Thursday and get moving, and we didn't. And in fact, we only got one little surge up, and I'll show you that in a minute. But at the moment, we're still holding near the highs for the S&P. Obviously, we'll talk about this more in the weekend update. Things have been very flat for the last couple of months. NASDAQ side a little more positive, gained about 15 points today, 12 points on the NDX. Meanwhile, the S&P cash closed down 0.27. So basically, as close to unchanged as you can get. Here's a look at the SOX index. This is the semiconductors, had a negative day, lost a couple points after retesting the moving average. Here's a look at the biotech index, had a green day, so it's a little bit mixed in the tech sector. If we take a look at oil, crude oil inventory number, just under 100 again. Interesting to be heading down at this time of year, but yeah, we got another month or two before the heat really kicks in, right? So let's look at some of the bigger stocks and what they did for the session. We had a positive trade in Google. That's the new Google shares. Here's the longer term chart as it tries to break back above the short term moving average. The NASDAQ volume number, TVOLQ, there you go. Only 1 point, that includes the aftermarket. So it's more like 1.8 billion shares on the NASDAQ. That you can see that moving average has really dropped in the last 2 weeks. That's disappointing after we were doing so good so far this year. We're at the low of the year in terms of the 10-day moving average on NASDAQ volume. We've still had plenty of days up near or above 2 billion shares, which is what we like to see. That's after having almost none of them last year. So this is a good improvement, but you don't like to see volume drop like that. It's only the end of April. We're not into summer yet. Summer shouldn't really start to feel the lag until late June. So we've got some time here, and you don't really like to see that volume drop. It's not coincidental, I think, that we've seen some of the range of the market drop off here with the volume dropping off. Let's take a look at Apple, which has been trying to move up since the announcement of the coming split. Held its ground today. You'll notice 9-bar startup phase completed yesterday on Wednesday on Apple. Here's a look at Amazon. Nothing there. Came back a little bit today. Here's a look at Tesla. Again, pretty much a doji, nothing there. We made some best money today. The best trade of the day was CELG today. Can't really see it here on the daily chart, but we had a nice move there. Another one that was breaking out was Baidu. Let's go and take a look at the intraday action here for the week so far. And this is the futures, the ES futures. Keep in mind, so this is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and then last Friday and the Thursday before. So you can see that, I mean, this has been really flat. Look at the last 3 days, really. You know, you opened at 1870 back on Tuesday, and you're at 1877 for the close here on Thursday. None of those days has traded more than 2/3 of the average range. Several of those days only half of the average range. You know, Monday was a nice session, up and down and back again. There and back again, as they say in Hobbit World. And so it's just the 2 days of the Fed meeting were slow as expected, but Thursday this was disappointing, I have to say. Really thought we were going to come in and do a little more, and we really had to have that CELG trade to get us in the green on Thursday, because things were just choppy early on. Volume again only 1.7 billion shares. Here's a look at the NASDAQ futures, 1.8 billion. Sorry. You know, same deal, up and down and back again on Monday. Tuesday looks a little more wobbly than the ES. Wednesday, little gap down filled and then dead flat until and beyond the Fed. Today's Thursday action, nothing very exciting. So what do we expect for tomorrow? Let's take a quick look at some of the data. We had a lot of data today. Surprisingly, didn't cause a lot of ruckus in the market, especially with the ISM index construction spending. We had a GLD trade that triggered right on the that data. That's unfortunate. You don't like to take ETFs on data like that. Here's the forecast for Friday, though. We've got our big monthly unemployment rate number and the non-farm payrolls data. Non-farm payrolls expected at 210K unemployment rate, which is just the headline number, expected at 6.6. Yes, that is the actual number. There are different unemployment numbers, and some of them still reaching as high as the high teens, and that's fine. But just face the facts. That is the headline number for unemployment rate, 6.6. Just a lot of it means a lot of people not seeking jobs right now, but you can't deny the rate is as calculated. And then factory orders 30 minutes into the market. And like I said, with a Friday, probably things will slow down. So sometime Friday after the market, we'll have a longer preview for next week, get you ready to go for a whole new trading week, all of it in May. No holidays until Memorial Day, Monday late in the month of May. And that's it. Everybody have a great session. We'll be in the lab helping you out if you choose to stop by, and we sure hope that you do. Have a good night.